2019, the Grand Gamers Guild released the Artemis project, where players were tasked with exploring the resource-rich oceans of Europa and exploring the unknown depths to reveal the mysteries of alien artifacts. Generations and generations after this exploration of Europa is where we find the setting for Grand Gamers Guild's new title, the Artemis Odyssey. Using the alien relics found on Europa as a technological springboard, humanity has found itself able to reach out to the distant stars and the mysterious planets that surround them. Each player in the Artemis Odyssey controls a competing faction of explorers that will build powerful starships that allow for interstellar travel. Players will establish sustainable colonies and factories, and powerful terraformers that will create livable atmospheres for future generations. Players may even discover powerful alien artifacts as they search the cosmos. In the Artemis Odyssey, your goal is to be the most successful explorer in the galaxy, and players will do this by exploring new planets and expanding their productive presence on those planets. In the game, players will place hidden actions on a shared board, and once this board is full, all of the actions will be revealed and played in sequence from start to finish. All players can benefit from each action, so timing is crucial, and predicting what your opponents are trying to do can help you achieve the most efficient turns. The first player to reach 77 victory points or reveal all of the planets will trigger the end of the game, and the player with the most victory points will win. In each round of the Artemis Odyssey, there's a planning phase and an action phase. And during the planning phase, each player will secretly place action cards down on a planning board face down. The action cards that are placed will dictate everything from what type of resources are produced for players, what type of structures and units can be built, and how players will score. And after the planning board has been filled, players will resolve all actions during the action phase. And in the action phase, players will begin by turning over the leftmost card on the planning board and resolving that action fully before moving on to the next one. Each action can be resolved by every player, and the player who played the action card is known as the planner, and the planner will receive an extra benefit. Usually the planner is able to select things like what type of production will happen or what type of scoring will take place, or they might have better trade options. After each player that wants to use the action has used it, the next action card will be revealed and resolved in the same way. Players will play scoring action cards during the action phase, and these action cards will determine the types of scoring conditions that players can take advantage of. The planner will get to select how the scoring card is resolved, but this resolution affects all players. And this means that planning, timing, and predicting what your opponent will play is critical in achieving the most efficient scoring actions. In addition, players won't receive their scoring cards back at the end of the round until they've played all of them. So players have to play their scoring actions knowing that they won't receive them back right away. This mix of programming, planning, and actions that won't always resolve in your favor cause players to have to stay engaged and think about not only what they want to do, but what their opponents want to do as well. And this helps to create an atmosphere where players will want to pay attention to each action. This also helps to create so many cool interactions between players. So, if you have a chance, make sure and check out the Artemis Odyssey when it comes to Kickstarter in early September.